Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, courtesy of Porsche Stratum in Stratham, New Hampshire, we have the 2020 Porsche Taycan Turbo. Thank you to Gillian for allowing me to film this vehicle, and he'll be chiming in with some of the facts about this car. Driving it around so far, it is amazing. Let's take a quick walk around and then we'll head on the road. Door handles sit flush with the body until you go and open the door. Interior is nice Alcantara wheel. Absolutely wonderful. Overall, really beautiful design. I wasn't a big fan in pictures, but it looks good now. And now, as they were saying, 670 horsepower for the turbo?
Yep, 620 pounds of torque.
It's insane. That's supercar numbers. So why don't you say let's get on the road and go for a drive. Quick, lock the doors. He ain't coming with us. As you can see, this is the new 360-degree parking camera, so you can see every angle of the car.
Basically a third person.
Yeah. All right. Now we do have the what is it? Electronic sport sound.
Correct.
Oh, I actually got that right. Cool.
Yeah, no, you actually got it right. Electric sports sound.
Which is not fake. It's just amplified battery terminals, correct?
Correct. They took the low frequency of the battery terminals and amplified it into your speakers inside your car and speakers under the car too as well.
Of course, we go out before there's no traffic. I start filming all the time. That's happened so much, it's not even funny. What's nice is you won't get complaints about the neighbors when you're doing that. Because, you know, what are they going to say? That car's too loud. Oh. But it is...
Don't worry about any cold starts.
That's true. I mean, some people like that. I mean, but honestly, once you floor it, I mean, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I went for a quick ride about a week ago, I didn't think it was as fast as the Tesla. Now it's up there. It's definitely up there with the Model S P100D. If I remember correctly, this one stickers for right about 160, yep, give or take, as configured. Which, after driving, I definitely see why it's worth that. A lot of people complained at first it was way too much money, but I think this is definitely worth it. It drives, you can tell the GT3 RS DNA in this car. It doesn't wallow around, because I don't know how much this weighs. Do you know around about, it's like 4,000 pounds, give or take?
Yeah, so it's right above almost 5,000. It weighs exactly the same. Well, not exactly, but numbered close to a Cayenne, actually, to a Porsche Cayenne.
Wow.
So it's a pretty heavy car.
It definitely is, but, you know, coming out of my Challenger Scat Pack, this doesn't feel heavy. That car definitely, you know, feels like, I'll say, a boat. But this doesn't feel that way. This is definitely very refined and fine-tuned.
The deceleration noise is
it's awesome.
So nice. Did you hear that backfire?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Oh, that is absolutely sensational.
your head back when you do that.
Honestly, yeah. One of my friends who owns the Tesla Model S, I was drinking a bottle of water, and as soon as he saw me take a sip, he floored it, and it went everywhere.
Too bad the interior is not that bad.
Yeah. Well, in Tesla, everything's just, you take a pressure washer to it, and 9 times out of 10 it'll be fine.
You just gotta cover up the big screen.
Yeah, I know.
You'll be totally okay.
You know, I just noticed there is not a single button in here except for the hazard.
Except for the hazards, correct, yep.
It's kind of weird because I almost think of this as a successor to the Panamera, even though it still exists. It's like the electric version of it.
Yep, that's what people were first saying before the car was released.
And
saying that it was going to be electric Panamera.
When you go in, it's almost overwhelming the amount of buttons that they have, especially like the older generation. It was just lined with buttons. Whereas this is all very intuitive. If you know how to operate like an iPhone or an Android, you can figure this out.
Easily. They basically made it simple for everybody.
And then 0 to 60 is 2.9 seconds, correct?
Correct.
And then is the Turbo S faster, 0 to 60?
Yep, the Turbo S you'd be looking at about 2.7 is what they said on the stats sheets.
Nice. And then do you know around what the what's the premium price-wise over the Turbo for the Turbo S?
So
is it like 20 grand?
Yeah, so typically when you do a full build on a Turbo S, we typically see it around 200,000, a little bit above 200,000, 206 maybe.
Okay. Including destination and all that?
Correct. A lot of things are already standard on the Turbo S because it is the highest package. Everything performance is standard. But on the Turbo, on a well-built Turbo like this, you're looking at about 160.
And base price is like 150.
Yeah, around 150. When you reach the turbos, a lot of things come to start standard.
Yep.
Than a regular 4S.
Yeah, that's what I love about Porsche. You can really configure the car exactly the way you want. You know.
You can spend hours on the configurator.
Oh, I have. Hours and hours on that thing.
On just one car, too.
Oh yeah.
It's actually crazy.
It's a lot of fun to go to each trim level and see what you can do.
What you can do, yeah.
You know, you start at a base Boxster and then you do the Boxster Spider and kind of compare.
Kind of compare what each one can do.
It's funny because you can definitely spec out a base car more than you can the higher end stuff. You can just add so much stuff to them.
You can find a fully loaded base that has probably a ridiculous price, but it got a lot of cool things inside of it.
Yeah. And one thing I was talking about on the way here, I love the way Porsche does their auto regen. As you were saying, it activates when you hit the brakes. So it drives like a normal car. There's a tiny bit of regen, but once you hit the brakes, it starts to add more. So it's assisting you with braking rather than saying, oh, you lifted your foot off the gas? Oh, here, have a buttload of brake. Which on track, that's what you want. You want to be smooth with every input. And this assists you in doing that. Which, did they take this around the Nürburgring?
They did.
What did they get for a time? Do you know?
Not exactly sure, but I know that Tesla actually was on the track as well too, and I think the Taycan beat the Tesla as well.
I would definitely see that happening. I'm pretty sure the Tesla, every time they tried to take it around, just went into a limp mode. Whereas this is built to do it all day.
Yeah.
Well, until the battery runs out.
And you can turn off the auto regen braking if you want to, and then it'll feel just like a normal car coasting away.
Yeah, Porsche is the enthusiast brand. I've come to accept that and embrace it. They build cars for enthusiasts, and they're still absolutely amazing cars. And I do like having that sound there. One thing I did not like about the Tesla was it's just so quiet. Having that sound, it's just nice to hear it.
Yeah, and you can turn the sound off if you want to as well, and you can make it sound silent if you wanted to.
Right, say if you're on a business call and you need pure silence, then boom, you got it.
If you wanted to.
Exactly.
Porsche's nice with a lot of options that you can do with their vehicles, creating it and having the vehicle at the same time.
Right, and that's what I love. You know, you can order the same exact spec car and have a totally different experience just based off of the settings in the car itself.
Correct. Feels perfect around turns, all right?
No body roll, it's
Body roll.
point, shoot. It is awesome. And I love the Alcantara wheel too.
Oh yeah.
Visibility is absolutely excellent. You know, you can see all the apexes of corners and stuff like that. It's an awesome car.
This is actually the new interior for Porsche as well too.
Oh, so they're gonna continue this design.
This is called the Race Tex interior.
Race Tex?
Yep. Race TEX.
Oh, like Texas.
Yeah.
So once they refresh, well, the Panamera has a similar interior.
Correct.
Well, they refreshed the Cayenne too.
So the reason for the Race Tech is so they can introduce to the vegan market, because this is actually a full vegan interior.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yep. Also to compete with Tesla, because they have full
Yeah, they have the
cars
same
as well,
thing.
too.
Kind of put it in this entrance ramp here. Handles really well for a sedan, man.
Oh yeah. Weight distribution's right in the middle for you.
Oh yeah, it's 50-50 weight distribution. I love the little sticker that says max speed 130. You're not going more than that.
They have that in actually every single Porsche now, so.
Oh really?
We have to have that displayed in every test drive we do.
Yeah, let's not set the speed limit at 100. No, 130. That's good. And now, is it actually limited to 130?
With
or?
the governor, yes. So
I'm sure Quick Tune can take care of that.
Take it right up.
But I don't know of many racetracks, especially around here, where you'll get above 130
Oh yeah, definitely.
on the main street. Maybe Club Motorsports, but you're just touching
You're
it.
just touching it, correct. Club Motorsport's very agile with their turns.
Yes, that's an awesome track,
It's
though.
a very awesome track. I really like that track a lot.
Have you driven up there before?
I've driven actually on the track before. We did a Porsche day up there, so.
You guys gotta tell me when you guys go up there.
We're gonna do one this year, so I'll let you know.
Yes, definitely. Just wish I had a Porsche by then. If I wasn't in school, I'd have one for sure, but school takes priority for sure.
Oh, I believe in that too. I'm in school as well.
That's such a cool sound. Yoo. Nobody behind us.
Totally good.
We will catch them if we don't. There it is.
There you go.
Okay, that's the most violent launch control I've ever felt. That is unbelievable.
It takes a toll out of you.
It does. If you know it's your first time in this car, first time in an electric high performance vehicle, that's a lot. But yeah, thank you so much for allowing me to drive it. This is absolutely awesome. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned for future Porsches. Hopefully we'll have the entire lineup up soon. But yeah, have a great day, guys.